Imagine this. Far out in space, there's a star that looks a lot like our sun, but around it spins a huge web of shining mirrors, catching light to power cities that float in the dark. Now, come back to Earth. Here we are, still arguing over tiny pieces of land, still worrying about money, still trying to understand each other. It makes you wonder, in 10,000 years, where will we be? Will we build amazing worlds around other stars? Or will we be gone, just a whisper in time? Today, let's take a journey, not just a few years ahead, but 10,000. Let's dream about what space might look like and what we might become. We've sent people to the moon. Right now, we're still taking our first small steps, and robots to Mars. We've built a space station that orbits above our heads. One tiny spacecraft, called Voyager, has finally left our solar system after 45 years. These are like our first rafts, leaving the shore, small, brave, and only the beginning. And the danger of wars, the next 1,000 years, could see us spreading out into space. If we make it through the problems we face now, like pollution, climate change, we might build homes on the moon, or even on Mars. We could send people to live on giant ships that travel through space. We may even design ourselves to live in space more easily. We might find ways to turn cold, empty worlds into places with air and water. Not just on small stations, but in giant worlds we build ourselves. Maybe in 1,000 years, we will still look and think like we do now. But as we keep reaching farther, we'll probably change. Now think about 10,000 years. That's so long that whole countries, languages, and ways of life could rise and fall many times. They would start fresh, build new lives, and maybe even forget where they came from. By then, we could be living around other stars. We might make new kinds of forests and oceans inside these worlds, with skies that never rain unless we want them to. We might not even be only human anymore. Some of us could live inside computers as thoughts without bodies. Others might change their bodies to live without air or to survive the cold of space. And far, far away, ships we launched long ago might have carried our families to new stars. They might become so different that if we met them, we wouldn't recognize them as human. But this future is not only bright, the same tools that let us build wonders could also destroy us. What if we build machines that stop listening to us? What if they spread and use up everything, leaving only empty rocks? Or what if space itself turns against us? A giant star exploding, sending out deadly rays that wipe out whole worlds in an instant. From painting on cave walls to building rockets was just a tiny blink in time. So think what another 10,000 years could bring. In 10,000 years, there might be places in the sky that look dark and quiet because something terrible happened there. And what about Earth? It might become a peaceful garden again, with only a few people living here, taking care of the old home. Or it could stay the heart of everything, the place where all travelers want to return someday, even if it takes years to get here. 10,000 years is longer than all of human history we know. Will we build amazing worlds among the stars? Will we make new kinds of life and art and stories that lasts forever? Or will we reach too far, too fast, and vanish before we ever get the chance? No one knows, and maybe that's the most exciting part. The story of space and of us is still waiting to be written.